everybody, welcome to the channel. And as the title said, we're going to turn our Apple Series 4 44mm smartwatch into a G-Shock, sort of. Or probably the closest thing you can get to it. This watch to me doesn't look as manly as I would like it to. Now, if you like this watch, totally fine, just the way it is, that's totally fine. But for me, I just would like it to be a little beefier. So what we got is the Catalyst waterproof Apple Watch 44mm case Series 4. You can see right here, I did pre-order this, so I would say I'm one of the first people to actually get one of these in, because when they first started shipping, mine was one of the first ones that went out. Now on this case, I'm gonna read you some of the specs. It does say it's 330 foot waterproof, 100 meters. IP68 rated. Not sure what the Apple Watch is actually rated at, but it's nowhere near that. So, I have went swimming in my Apple Watch. No issues at all, but it's not 100 meters. I can tell you that. So, on the back, it says military grade impact protection. There too is a plus, because I've heard these things are really easy to scratch. I've tried to be really delicate with mine, so I didn't scratch it too much, and now I don't have to worry about that. Direct touchscreen access, which is really nice. You don't want something impeding the touchscreen, and this does not. True sound acoustic calls. I don't use my phone for phone calls, so I don't worry about that. Charge through the watch case. It does have a silicone piece that goes on the watch, so you can charge through that. That also is a plus. You don't have to take it back out. I wouldn't have bought it if it did. And then it still measures your heart rate through the case, which is why my wife makes me wear this watch. And I do want to show you, it does open up. It came like this. It just opens up. And it says impact resistant, rugged polycarbonate, premium soft silicone band. Another thing I like about this is it has a traditional style band. It doesn't have this little, plug right here. It just snaps in. It has a more traditional style clasp band. It has a silicone waterproof seal, rotating crown, so you can still use the crown on it, and a tactical side button. Told you it's like a G-Shock. It says it right there, tactical. It's laughable. But anyway, let's get this thing open, put it on. Now I got a little case out here that has gunsmith and screwdrivers and stuff. And luckily enough, they send you a screwdriver with it, because there is a screw on the back of this case. Now I do want to say this band is really, really soft. It is actually amazing just how soft this thing is. And if you look right here, you can see how much bulkier it is than the stock watch. It just looks like it's more bulky, and it looks more rugged in my opinion. Now I've never put one of these on, so let me pause the video just a second, read the instructions, and make sure we get this put on right, because we want to make sure the water resistant rating is maintained after you put the watch in. Okay, so one thing I had to do before I did anything else is submerge the watch. Let me get this turned up. Is submerge the watch into water. Now I didn't really have anything to hold it down, so I just used like a spaghetti strainer or something like that. But the reason you do this is to make sure the watch is water proof. They want you to test it before you actually put your Apple Watch in it. So I just submerged it there, and they told you to do that for 30 minutes, and that is exactly how long I did it for. And I'm just gonna wipe this off a little bit so I don't get water everywhere. And now what they say to do is open the back of the case and make sure that there's no water inside the silicone. So there is a little screw right here. We just take that out with the supplied screwdriver. There's very little tension on it, but this thing is very tiny. Be careful not to lose this screw. It's very long to be a little screw. Now they say what to do is push up on the silicone in the back using the straps. Oh, that flew off. For leverage, and then take the silicone out and make sure there's no water underneath the silicone. Now they do say that there will be water on the outside of the silicone, but there should not be any water on the inside. So we're just gonna wipe this off a little bit and make sure that no water actually got inside the silicone case on this fake watch. If I can get it out. And it is completely dry. So that tells me that this silicone band is working. Okay, so what they say to do next is remove your Apple Watch band. Now there's two little buttons right here. I don't know how well you can see it. There's a little button right there and a little button right there. You just push those in and slide the watch band out, like so. Now I am going to wipe mine off a little bit. I may actually even use my shirt because it's way softer than that paper towel to get some of the dirt and debris and stuff like that off of it. Kind of clean the case a little bit, make sure it's, you know, good and clean. I should have got like a microfiber cloth or something, but I actually have my work shirt on and it's like a real silky material. And that seemed to clean up very, very well. So I'm good enough with that. So what they say to do next is actually slide this down in the case like so and make sure to kind of pull the silicone band around the watch, being careful not to puncture it, because if you puncture the silicone band, that is what actually creates the seal for the water resistance. Then next, you drop it down into the case, like so. Actually, you gotta put it in the top case first. And when you do this, you want to make sure that that silicone is protruding out the top a little bit, because that is what creates the seal. So there's a raised edge around this, and you just want to make sure that it is actually all the way around, and mine actually looks like there's a little kink in it. I really want to make sure that this seals good so it has the water resistant. I have to be able to see what I'm doing, and of course it didn't work that time either. I'm just being really picky. If I wasn't so picky, it probably wouldn't be that bad, but I'm being really, really picky with mine. Okay, mine looks pretty good right there. As you can see the silicone all the way around it. So now what you need to do next is actually snap this onto this case. Like so. This just snaps on. And then there is a little screw that actually goes in the back here. There's some air in the back of this right here. As y'all can see right there, there's a little air bubbles in it. I don't think that would make a difference, but that does bother me a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Then you just put this little screw back in it, which is so tiny. Be sure not to over tighten that. And there, I'm trying to put in my password, is your Apple Watch in a catalyst case. And like I said, it does have a regular strap. So let's see how comfortable it is. The first time putting it on is kind of it's a little snug. The band is actually pretty tight fitting. Even in the keeper, it's really snug. So there it is on the wrist. It's really comfortable. It's actually really comfortable. It sits up a lot higher than it did before, but there's a lot of protection around the watch as well. As you can see right here, a ton of protection. There's actually a raised lip around it to keep the face. Now, I do not use a screen protector. I know a lot of people may yell and be like, oh God, you need a screen protector on that watch, but I don't use it. And all these buttons, they still work. You can click that. It should roll. It does, as you can see right there. and your side button still works as well. So all your functions, everything, like I said, still works. The touch screen still works. It all works perfectly fine. So can I suggest, or recommend, in other words, the Catalyst case for the Apple Watch Series 4 and 44 millimeter? This is the first time I've had any experience with it, but I really like how much better it looks on my arm. It gives a bigger presence, and to me it just looks more beefy, more, I guess maybe manly. I don't know. I just didn't like how thin and fragile looking the watch was prior to having this case. So in my opinion, I really do like this case. Now I do want to see if the heart rate works. Yes, heart rate does work. My heart rate's always high. That's why my wife makes me wear this. So it does work. It will read through your arm. So 2 thumbs up for that. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope this helped, kind of show you how to put this band on. Showed you how it looked on the watch and on the arm, and kind of help you decide whether or not you'd like to put one of these on yours. I think this was around, I can't remember. I'll link it in the description, so if you want one, you can go get it, but I can't remember the price. Just click the link in the description and go check it out. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. I want to add one thing in. I do have the ECG app on mine, and it will not work with the Catalyst case. It will read your pulse, but the ECG app will not work. Not sure if that's a deal breaker for me yet, because I really need that app, or my wife really wanted me to have that app. So I don't know. I like the way it looks better in this case, but that's a big app for me. So if that's a big app for you too, this may not be the case for you. That's the only thing that I found so far that will not work with this case.